So there you have it, Super Eagles interim coach Samson Siasia. He said a lot, but all I could see was that first cap, 2 Corinthians 12, chapter 12, verse 9. I think he really needs the grace of God against the pharaohs of Egypt.
The verse actually says, my strength, my strength comes out better in my weakness. Wow. Let me just try to break it down. So he's just, I think, with that cap and everything, he needs all the strength he can. And no matter how weak the team may be, I mean, no matter what they may be passing through, they know that they need all the 6 points against Egypt.
That's right.
You aim for 6, you might get 4. But if you say 4, you might get 3.
That's right.
Or even none.
That's right.
But I think aiming for 6 and knowing that, well, he's having about 42 players, I think that is a huge.
You know what, Cecilia? Everywhere on social media, people are talking about this 42 invited Super Eagles players. But let's listen to what the coach said. The coach said, I also want everyone to work with me, particularly the MPFL. You mentioned those Wednesday games. He says if they can postpone it for now, let's work with these home-based teams, get the best out of them.
Okay, now, why not at first, once they come to camp, and look at the ones that are not injured and everything, the ones that are fit, and just pick the ones you want and let the others go back?
Well, that's not a question.
Because how many are you going to select? 20 foreign-based players?
This game is on the 25th.
They don't have money. Are they going to fly in? Are they flying in with their own money?
It's not for me. It's not for me. We know most of the home-based players invited by Coach Samson Siasia. Victor Moses makes a return. It's also good to see Aaron Samuel back in the mix. There's a new guy. The new guy that actually got into that list. His name is Fanendo. He plays for Portland Timbers in the United States of America. His club actually won last season in the MLS. Let's go over to Portland now, where Fanendo is standing by to speak to us. Good morning, Fanendo. We're sorry we kept you awake, but tell us, how much of a chance is it to play for the Super Eagles of Nigeria?
I hope you can hear me, yeah?
We can hear you.
Oh, yeah, morning. But I just want to say it's a great opportunity for me. We have been working really hard to break into the national side. And, of course, the opportunity have come today. And we're very excited, And for me, as a player, I just want to contribute to the team, try to help the team to win. And I think that's just the most important thing.
This is actually a big opportunity for you, to showcase what you have for Nigerian team. So what are you going to bring into the team if you make the finalist, knowing that, well, against Egypt is going to be a tough game?
Yeah, the coaches decide, the players he chose for the game, but I think I'm definitely sure I can contribute something to the team. And basically, I'm a team player, and I like to win, and I want to win as a team. And of course, my size can talk a bit. We talk about Egyptians. I've seen some of the games, and they have some good, fast defenders. And sometimes, you need a player who can hold up the ball for the team. And that's how you get midfielders coming. But of course, depends on the coach. But I'm a target forward, and I can play as a target forward. And I think that can bring a different dimension to the Super Eagles.
Fernando, what a time to get a call up into the Super Eagles. Nigerians at this time want nothing but a victory when Nigeria takes on the pharaohs of Egypt. It's scary. What state of mind are you bringing into that game?
I think it's not scary at all. It's not scary at all. We're talking about the Super Eagles, and this is a team that have been the best team in Africa for a lot of years. And just because of we've been having up and down in the national team doesn't mean we should be scared of Egypt. But Egypt is a good side, and we have to respect them. But you're talking about Nigeria, you're talking about Super Eagles here, so we can all do something amazing to the team. We can all work together. Try to get a victory. And of course, if we come together as a team and play well, we're going to win. And for me, individually, I'm just there to contribute as much as I can to help the team win.
Now, you joined Timbers in 2014, and after about 57 appearances, you've got close to 25 goals. So, coming to Nigeria, are we going to see 1 or 2 goals from you against Egypt?
Hopefully that's the dream of every striker on the debut, of course. But yeah, I've scored more than 25 goals. The statistics are wrong, but yeah, coming to Super Eagles, of course, I would like to do my best for the team. If I give the opportunity and the chance come to put the ball in the back of the net, that's exactly what I'm going to do, and I'll be very excited to do that.
Fantastic. Okay, Fernando, before I let you go, let's go light. Let's go light. Be sincere right now. When you found out that you're being called into the Super Eagles team, what did you do? Did you jump, sing? Did you scream?
Well, my wife actually were in bed. You know, it was so early in the morning, and my sister's husband called me, and I was still kind of sleepy, and he told me like, "Congrats, you're invited to the Super Eagles." And I'm like, "Okay, thank God. Okay, I'll call you back later." And after that moment, I couldn't sleep again. And I told my wife like, "Oh, we are invited into the Super Eagles." And she said, "Wow, that's beautiful." And I was like very relaxed, and she's like, "Yo, you should be jumping on the bed right now." But I said, "Oh, that's fun." You know, I surely do emotions, but I'm pretty excited to be involved in the national team.
I'm sure she did a jumping for you. Thank you so much, Fanendo Adi, for speaking to us on the show. Always a pleasure to have you talk to us.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, so there you have it. Finally, Fanendo Adi gets to play for the Super Eagles. As he said, let's see if he can make the finalist. He says the target striker. See if he can bring goals against Egypt.
Yeah, definitely that's what is important, because if you do not score goals, you don't get to win games.
That's right.
It's as simple as that.
That's what it is. And against Egypt, we're expecting goals in Kaduna. A lot of people don't understand what's going on. When I come to say Nigeria's football is in a state of emergency, the only way to get these fans talking, smiling, back in the Super Eagles is when we start winning again. 42 players invited. You heard the coach say 22 home-based, 20 foreign-based players. Cecilia, you and I cannot explain why they made that decision, but I think it's important to what the players close so that the right selection can be made.
Yeah, definitely. I'm looking at the goalkeepers. How many? 4, right? Ikechukwu Ezenwa, Olufemi Thomas, Emmanuel Daniel, and of course, you have about 3 of them. Ikechukwu Ezenwa. Of course, that's for the that's for the professional, the so-called home-based players and all that. Yeah. You also have Daniel Kwen, then you have a Kali Keme and all others. So the goalkeepers, how many do we have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5
goalkeepers. So at the end of the day, it's going to end up picking 3. And the ones I'm looking at would just be the first 3.
Oh my goodness! Don't forget Dan Lakpe used to be in the mix, but you never know what's going about. Okay. What's going to happen?
He used to be in the mix. Yes, you just say he used to be.
And for the defenders, you know that name Chibuzo Okonkwo is being there done that with Coach Samson Siasia, and still going on strong with Ifeanyi Uba Football Club. He is also called up talking about the home-based players right now. Carlo Ojo of Enugu Rangers also there. Elderson Echejile plays for AS Monaco, foreign-based, is part of the mix. Chimaka, captain of the Chan Eagles that went to Rwanda, also called up, plays for Sharks FC. Matthew Etim, good footballer anytime, any day for Enugu Rangers. And Shegun Oduduwa, a lot of guys are not boys. Let's watch and see. Let's not be too quick. And for the defenders,
you still have you have a Osto Barakbo of Abbey Warriors, a Sincere Seth of Rhapsody. You have a OK Ogetewo of Sunshine Stars. You have Efe Ambrose, Celtic Scotland, Abdullahi Sheu from Madeira, and of course you have a Stanley Amuzie from Portugal also. Defenders, the last person, Kenneth Omero from Kasim Pasa. All of them making that list. Right. Midfielders, well, Ifeanyi Matthew from Kano Pillars, Usman Mohammed, Taraba FC, Etebo Ogenekaro, of course, we knew was going to make that list. Maybe he might even make the final list where he was, and Hassan, Yahoo Hassan from Wiki Tourist, Stanley Dinkba of Warri Wolves, and Ogeyo Nancy, of course, from Lazio is also in the mix there. For the midfielders, continuing, John Mikelubi, of course, Kelechi here, and I'm happy his name is here, and of course, Dele Lampaso. Dele Lampaso happens to be a goalkeeper, and of course, Azubuike Okechukwu is also there. Okay, for the forwards, Ezekiel Bassi of Eyimba, Prince Agri of Kano Pillars, Bright Oyendikachi of Ifeanyi Uba, Chisom Chikatara, Abia Warriors, because we know he's with Morocco, right, a club in Morocco, but he's on loan with Abia Warriors, Godwin Obaje of a Wiki Tourist, and Ahmed Musa, CSK Moscow. Also continue with the forward, Moses Simon of Hope. Talk about the 2 Moses is actually unleashing on the Pharaohs. Victor Moses also is making a return to the Super Eagles squad. Aminu Umar is also there. Odio Ngalo, of course, he is there. Aaron Samuel from CSK Moscow, he just joined them. And Alex Iwobi of Arsenal. And of course, finally, Fanendo Adi, another forward, making it to the Super Eagles squad. It's a whole lot.
I'm sorry I made you do that. You need to catch your breath, Cecilia. That's a lot of players right there. You know, one thing I like about Coach Samson Siase, I keep saying he's the most adventurous coach we have in this country. But I have a problem with that list. Now, we'll leave that to you. Talk to us what the players expect to be in that list that you couldn't find there. People are already saying, oh my God, no, Isaac Success, oh, no, Leon Balogun. But hey, you're not a coach. The coach understands, and I'm sure they're talking to the players. They know the particular game to use a particular player. But keep it coming. Let's analyze that list of 42 invited players by Coach Samson Siase. Cecilia, I was trying to tell you that I see majority of the players from the national under-23 team. And if they will be busy with this, then what the players that will play, I'll get ready for the Olympics.
Yeah, of course, definitely that's something we really need to look forward to. We learned that Chimakas is actually now with Aqua United, so that's where he's playing right now. Okay, now talking about the whole thing that actually came up, and of course with some people actually complaining about the fact that you have too many players and all. Well, if you have to look at it, Coach Samson Siase, you said he's adventurous. He wants to see all the players coming to camp. He wants to see the best he can pick. And of course, it's early, so camp opens this Sunday, right? So they definitely have enough time to be together. The game is on the 25th of this month. And of course, they're playing at home first. So that's the advantage.
Foreign base will arrive on the 19th.
On the 19th. So they definitely have that enough time to be together. Now, if foreign-based players are arriving on the 19th, and of course, you have just like 4 days for them to be together. The home base must be here. So it's possible that Samson Siase already know the players he wants to use from the home base.
So when you bring 22 and maybe you're taking max 6 or 7, that's a lot of work.
That's a lot of work.
But we're not coaches, so let's not talk much about it. Let's leave it to the coaches. But it's all right for you to give your opinion. Tell us what you think about Coach Samson Siase inviting 42 players for that crucial game against the Pharaohs of Egypt. 22 home-based players and 20 foreign-based players. We're trying to get a member of the technical committee to speak to us. Whenever we have a connection, we will get them talking. But in the meantime, let's find out what's going on in the Nigeria Professional Football League. We'll leave you with reactions from the game between Giwa FC and Rivers United. So much to talk about. We'll come back. Don't go anywhere. Stay.